Hello, this is Darin Martineau, and this is a new Modular Magic product. And in this new incredible product, this is a complete Master Magic course. There's over 300 uh, new magic routines, new mentalism routines, principles, concepts, techniques, new sleights, and much more. So what you're going to learn on here is you're going to learn things that may be used modularly. They can use as openers, middle of act pieces, transitional pieces, or closers. So one of my favorite effects is the invisible deck, and I have many versions on here. I show over a dozen versions on here. Okay, I show some of my very best, some of my newest routines with that. I'm constantly developing. I also include my Invisible Deck Miracles ebook. Okay, so you're going to learn over a dozen versions of that, including two invisible decks with a regular deck of cards. Next, you're going to learn some of the highlights in that. You're going to learn my new invisible deck routine. You're going to learn blindfolded card stab. You're going to learn multiple card stab routines in this product. You're going to learn new torn pieces of card in a hat. That's my new routine. Another one of my original pieces, so a lot of originals in here, is my new card stab and card on knife effect. You're going to learn a pool table card miracle, the dartboard prediction, birthday book prediction, invisible deck with regular deck, two methods, like I said, two invisible deck routine, which is a double brainwave, which is inspired from Alan Ackerman, but I use a different method here using two invisible decks. You're going to learn professional magic tips, how to get more shows, promotion materials. You're going to learn much, much more. I include my new murder mystery card trick, the new defective deck, which may be used again as an opener, middle, transitional piece, or closer. All these pieces are interchangeable. Okay, that means they're non-linear. They can be used, like I said, for openers, transitional pieces, or closers. That's the beauty of this product. You can rearrange it however you like, creating your own new routines. You're going to learn incredible new Triumph routines. Okay, Triumph is one of my favorite plots created by Divernet. I show my new mental triumph. It's my new double mental triumph with two thought of cards, and it's absolutely killer. You're going to learn the transfer triumph, which is one of my originals, uh, a routine I call a time travel mental triumph. You're going to learn another mental triumph that uses an invisible deck, which is really strong. You're going to learn the next principle we're going to talk about is the corner of card to anywhere. The corner of card to anywhere is a very strong effect. You can make the card appear anywhere, in a nest of boxes. You can make it appear inside of a nest of boxes. Like I said, what I usually do is I'll take some rest strips. It'll appear inside of there, inside of a matchbox, inside of the box, which creates a nest of boxes. You can make that thing appear in a card box. You can make it appear wherever you want. And that's what this is going to do. This product is going to be so amazing because it's going to inspire you to create new magic. This is why I'm doing this. Next, you're going to learn my corner of card, okay, to anywhere, multiple routines. You're going to learn my corner of card, shrinking card. The card vanishes into a corner of card. It's really incredible. You're then going to learn a card through mat or card through table. Like I said, this is very, open-ended, multiple variations. You're going to learn multiple routines of my new torn and restored card routines. You're going to learn multiple versions of my thought of card with multiple outs and multiple effects. You're going to learn my thought of card to anywhere, which I call the new revolutionary deck. You're going to learn the X Factor, which is my variation of my mentor Alan Ackerman and his mentor Ed Marlowe's. So this is absolutely phenomenal, guys. You're going to learn my new ambitious card routine, which is called the new liquid ambitious card routine. You're going to learn multiple A cans, which is any card at any number. Like I said, this is very modular. That's why I call it modular magic, right? You're going to learn the Try This for Size, which is an ACAN created by Richard Himber. You're going to learn my new ACAN routine. You're going to learn a two-deck ACAN routine, which is self-working. You're going to learn the number transposition, which is my new variation of an Ed Marlowe routine. We're going to learn my original business of ACAN, where I changed the whole deck into a stack of business cards. Great way to hand out your business card, by the way. You're going to learn awesome new money magic and borrowed bill to anywhere. You can make the borrowed bill appear anywhere, inside of a piece of candy, inside of a piece of chocolate. Make it appear in your wallet, on and on and on. This is going to inspire you to get original new magic that you're going to be able to create, creating your signature pieces. You're going to learn something I call the sweet transposition, which is phenomenal. You're going to learn my half a miracle, which is a bill to anywhere. I make it appear inside of a sealed half and half container, but you can make it appear inside of M&Ms, inside of candy wrapper, anything you want. You're going to learn something I call the Voodoo Bill, which is absolutely great based on the Voodoo plot. You're also going to learn Voodoo 3, which is a card routine combined with Mentalism and a business card, which is going to knock the socks off of your audience. You're going to not only fool, but amaze and entertain. You're going to learn new coin magic on here, okay? I have uh, many, many things. You're going to learn the Tiger Tail coin routine, which is something I teach to my students. It's a solid routine. It's my original routine. You're going to learn my original new Matrix and Backfire. You're going to learn my new Hanging Hook coins routine, my new Flying Coins Across routine, which is absolutely original and absolutely phenomenal. You're going to learn multiple book tests on here, at least 3 or more. You're going to learn the Hoy book test. You're going to learn another book test that I use a lot, and something called the Transcendental book test, which is created by Richard Imber, and much more. You're going to learn mentalism principles. Okay, you're going to learn multiple new informational glimpses, whether it's cards or anything. They can think of any name, any date. You can completely blow them away, right? With the mentalism concepts, it's going to take it to the next level. You're going to learn impromptu mentalism. You're going to learn something I call the new traveling card, which is my variation of my mentor's mentor, Alan Ackerman's mentor, Ed Marlowe. So he's like the grandfather of card magic, and you're going to learn a lot of things on here as well. But what makes this special with this new traveling card is the way I show it is it goes from 3 glasses from glass to glass. That's just one generic idea, but what I've been playing around with lately is you can make the go to a card to pocket, then go to a glass or anywhere else. Then you can make it go to your wallet for a finale, so you can interchange these things. Like I said, modular magic. Next, we're going to learn my original sugar cubes to candy or dice, which will transition